and number 12's Kieran McKiernan. 13's Matty Lennon, 14's Conor Corvin, and 15's Warren Curry. And just for the down team, we have Stephen Keith starting in nets. We have a change at left or right corner back. Is Ryan Brannigan's in place of Patrick Hughes. We'll have Padraig Flynn at number 3, Michael Hughes at number 4, Brett Nicholson number 5, Connor Woods number 6, and Sean Ennis number 7. Midfield we'll have Donald Hughes number 8 and James McGrath number 9. Number 10 is Michael Ennis. Number 11 is Conor O'Neill. Number 12 is Stephen Deneen. 13 is Daniel Toner. 14 is Cialan Bailey, and 15 is Paul Sheehan. Just on the game here, I have Park sitting beside me here. Park, a lovely day for the match. Nice sun shining. The pitch seems to be in good enough condition. Bit of a breeze heading towards the cathedral here from where we're looking at this right to left to right. Sorry. Good day for a game of hurling, Park.
Great day, Paddy. I see Armagh playing down the hill with the wind in the first half. They'll be hoping to go in probably a few points in front at half time and maybe consolidate that lead in the second half. Two very young teams we'll have here today. We're looking forward to a great game of hurling.
And the ref just throws the ball in here. It's Faker Bodley gets in the ball first. Faker's trying to burst out to the tackle, gives it back to Nathan Curry, who puts a quick ball straight in the full forward to Conor Corvin, who's out in front of his man, picks it up, just fumbles the ball there. Connor's still over the ball, you just can't get that in under possession. Ryan Gaffney goes in, picks up the ball and gives a hand pass out. And for Armagh, number 7 is Stevie Renahan. Stevie's just dispossessed there, and it's a strong tackle there from John Corvin on a free end of down. What way do you see this one going today, Park?
It'll be difficult, I would say, for Armagh. New management in place, probably a bit late on. There's very little pre-season unless the lads were doing it themselves. Down might be better prepared and have more experience just for Armagh today. Yeah, going by the team sheet here anyway, it seems to be a strong down lineup. I know with the likes of household names like Paul Braniff there's missing and Magic Johnson's missing as well, but it seems to be a strong enough team out there. It's just down on the attack here. That's number 15 on the ball, Paul Sheehan puts it in. Simon Doherty picks that one up, clears it long towards Ryan Gaffney, straight down the middle of the field. Gaffney gets a hand it but just doesn't hold on to it, and it's down back on the attack again. That's a quick ball down into the corner to number 13, I think it is, Daniel Toner. Toner just can't get that ball under control. There's two Armagh men around him, and Toner's just able to get that ball out of the ruck there and try and flick it away. With Daniel Moan the ball now, clears it long down the line, down towards Nathan Green, who just misses the flight of the ball, misjudged it. That's Connor Woods putting it back to his corner back, Michael Hughes, who puts a long ball down the middle. Ball breaks for Faker Bradley. Faker picks it up first time, breaks the tackle and gives a quick ball out to his midfielder here, John Corvin, who puts it quick ball in towards Warren Curry in the corner. Warren just doesn't take it under control first time, gets it to Gaffney in centre half. Rand lobs the ball in there, but the downkeeper Stephen Keith's able to pick that one up, but he's just dispossessed there, and that's Conor Corvin in now, and the ball goes wide. There's a bit of an opportunity there, Park. An opportunity, probably a lax mistake, a lack of communication there between the keeper and his full back, Padraig Flynn, which left an opportunity for Conor Corvin. It just didn't work for Armagh, but it'll give us a little hope that we can score a goal or two in this half.
Yeah, maybe if there had been a man laying in there, it would have been, we could have got on the end of that ball very easy.
With the wind, we should have someone in there at all times, and we can maybe make use of the longer ball as this half progresses. Yeah,
it's Paul Gaffney on the ball now for Armagh. Paul gets just pushed over there. Faker Bradley's in there looking at. Ball's just in a bit of a huddle here in the middle of the field. Kieran McKiernan gets the ball in first time to Matty Lennon, who takes it under control straight away. Lennon turns and has a shot and puts it wide just to the left post. A bit of an opportunity there now, Park. He had more time than he thought. I think he probably should have put that in over the bar.
Yeah, the sub for down there, Ryan Brannigan, really wasn't close enough, and Matty had a little more time than he thought. We could make use of him in the corner now.
Yeah, that's a great catch there from Sean Deneen, but he's bundled over the line there, but he gains possession of the ball again and bursts out to the tackle. Referee letting play go on. He probably should have got a free there. It's Deneen still in possession of the ball here. Tries to hand pass it into his corner forward, but Nathan Curry cuts that one out and puts it out for a sideline. And it's going to be the right corner forward, Paul Sheehan, to hit this one. I think he'd be a bit ambitious, Park, would he, if he's trying to have a go at this one?
You'd probably want to transfer Joe Canning in to score this one, but he'll try and land it in the box, I would imagine, from here. So far, it's been evenly enough contested, Park. It's, there has been no team really getting out in front for possession or getting on top so far.
No, it's been well contested all over the pitch. There's some fascinating clashes going on there. None more so than Nathan Curry and Conor O'Neill.
Yeah, the ref just blew the whistle. I think that man just took a knock to the face, so I think it was more of a caution that he's blowing the whistle than anything. But it's a lovely day here for Park. The sun's shining. There's been plenty of rain all week, but lucky enough it has cleared up for the day now. It's all good so far.
Yeah, the pitch isn't great, Nick, and I'd imagine if we can make use of that and play some ground hurling, get quick ball into the forward line, it'll be certainly helpful to our smaller full forwards.
Yeah, as you say there too, that the management team have only really been in place must be 3 weeks now. So they haven't got a big pile of time to do a lot of pre-season and that. So the lads are coming in probably relatively, well, not unfit as such, but they wouldn't have the amount of work over them at this stage of the year than what they'd like to have over them.
Well, their collective preparation would be a lot less than Down have had, although knowing some of the lads personally, they have probably continued with their own training programs over the winter, and everybody looks in good shape, but collectively they haven't been together probably long enough for the National League, and they'll do well, I'd imagine, to stay up mid-table this year.
They should do, yeah. Well, I'd say probably their aim at this stage of the year will be to try and keep in the division that they're in, try and hold their own here and try and work from it then for next year, because as we say, John was he was through in there at the deep end, he was through in last minute, and he'd be glad to just get something out of this game today, I'd imagine.
Oh, he will. I'd imagine John will work hard with the players, himself and John Crossy. John Lennon has been there before. He'll know these players well, he'll know their strengths, and he's put out a fairly decent team here today given the circumstances that he's been thrown in at the deep end.
Yeah, and funny, just looking at the team sheet there as well, there's a lot of players on that's not listed here, and one particular name, club money or own there, Declan Coulter, who's not in the sheet today, who's probably been the main marksman for Armagh over this last probably 6 or 8 years. I know Declan's got work commitments down in, whether he's in Dublin or Kildare, so he's one name that you can see straight away that you'd like to have out there, maybe towards the business end of the year. Declan will hopefully back in with the team again.
Yeah, there's a few guys probably, as you put it, missing from the team sheet as such. That could be due to any number of reasons, and hopefully as the year progresses we might get them back for Christy Ring and Ulster Championship. Yeah,
that's a great clearance there from Simon Doherty down towards Ryan Gaffney, but Ryan just can't get that ball under control, and fouls now his opposite number, which is Connor Woods. That'll be a good battle in there today. Now Connor Woods, who's he must be out of minors now 2 or 3 years, but big strong lad, good hurler.
Yeah, Connor's one of the big names now on the Down squad, as is Ryan on the Armagh squad, and this is going to be a fascinating tussle. There's a lot of long clearances coming from the Armagh defence in Ryan's direction, hoping that he'll catch them, but I suppose the honours are 50-50 at present.
I'm not sure now, but I'd imagine that Connor was part of the Ulster team that played last week there, or the week before, and I think Ryan was part of it as well, so the two of them were probably on the one team there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, they'll know each other fairly well. They've played against each other for a number of seasons now, I suppose, and they've played at club level also, and together with Ulster, so they'll know each other's game fairly well. Let's hope Ryan comes out on top.
Yeah, this is just a sideline here for down on the far side there on the stand side. It's going to be number 15 hitting it, which is Paul Sheehan. Paul Sheehan puts it straight across the middle towards Nathan Curry. Nathan just doesn't get it, loses his footing first time, but John Corvin's in there to try and pick up on it. John Corvin fumbles the ball as Faker Bradley up in now, trying to tidy up a bit. Faker goes long with it straight down the middle. Back down towards Ryan Gaffney again. Ryan just can't get his hand on that one again, and that's the number 5, Brett Nicholson, puts that ball straight down into the corner in the direction of Paul Gaffney, who fields it first time and just sort of misses his clearance there, puts it straight to the down midfielder, which was James McGrath, and James McGrath puts that, and makes no mistake there, Parky put it straight between the posts and put it over for a good score.
Yeah, it's first score of the game for Down, and maybe against the run of play, Armagh have a few opportunities there, and I think if Simon can get this one long, Ryan can get his hands on one, that we could start to put a few scores on the board.
Yeah, that's another long puck out down towards Ryan Gaffney again, centre half forward. Ryan just can't get his hand on it again there. John Corvin's in, first time to try and read it up now. That's Kearney McKiernan in possession. Kearney takes a wee look left and he goes right. I think the referee blew him there for overcarrying. was a bit harsh, I thought, that one.
I think it was harsh indeed. He could have given it the other way. There was a tug on Kieran's shoulder there.
Yeah,
very skillful young man, as skillful as there would be on the pitch there, and we should probably make more use of him.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably why he's in around that half forward line, because he'll win a lot of ball in there. You know, he's probably as good as what Armagh have at the minute there. So
yeah, good player, and if he can get a little space at all, he's an excellent score getter.
This is down on the attack here again. That's the midfielder again. I think that's Donald Hughes now coming through there to pick off a score. So that's the two midfielders who've scored now so far for Down. You know, making two good runs through the middle there and been picked out with the ball coming from the corners.
Yeah, they've possibly just been given a little too much space there, and maybe we're not tracking back as much as we can. Defence is doing well, marking their men well. If we can just get a hold at midfield here.
This one's down to Ryan again now. Ryan just he's not really getting it his way there. That's 3 or 4 balls now that's been pumped down his throat, and he just can't get his hand on them. He's been well marked.
He's not getting much change from maybe the referee there. There's been the odd push on him, but
this is Daniel Moan now coming out with the ball. Daniel tries to give the quick hand pass, but it just didn't work out for him. But Faker Bradley's in there, and Ryan Yaffney gets his hand on it now. Ryan gets fouled just inside his own half. A wee bit of afters there now, but nothing too serious.
Maybe the referee will take the opportunity to move the ball up a little closer to goal, and maybe Armagh can strike this one over.
Yeah, I think he's just having a wee word with the number 11 there, which is Conor O'Neill for Down. He's just telling him to calm down a wee bit.
Yeah, Conor's a young man just out of minor from the St Patrick's Portaferry club, so he's probably in his debut season with the Down seniors.
So he'd probably be keen to impress them.
He'll be keen to impress his management, I'm sure.
And this is Matty Lann here standing over this ball. He's just inside his own half with the wind at his back, so I know from the way he can strike a ball it should be no bother to him if he just gets the accuracy right. And he does indeed. He puts that one over the bar. Comfortably put that over the bar. It was a good score there.
Yeah, first score for Armagh. If we can get a few frees, probably from 65 metres in, Matty'll strike them all day. He's certainly very accurate from his free taking.
Yeah, this is going to be Stephen Keith now popping this ball out for Down. He puts it out in the direction of Michael Ennis. Michael Ennis takes it first time. Sorry, it's Stephen Deneen actually. Went in the solo run and put that ball over. That's a great score there. Apart from Stephen Deneen. Great catch. Took his man on, bait him for pace, and put the ball straight over the bar. Great score from him.
Yeah, Down are a lot of the Down players are very confident in possession there. They're quite capable of putting on a stick and taking their man on. Armagh just need to be careful here and be just a little bit closer.
I think that was actually Caelan Bailey there. Caelan Bailey seems to be out in wing half forward. It's a long puck out from Sammy again there in the direction of Ryan Gaffney again. It seems to be a bit of a play here in the start of this half. Well, they seem to be hitting around with a lot of ball there. A few hard tackles going in there as well. The ball just scooped out towards the down full back. It's Michael Hughes. Michael fumbles the ball. Ryan Gaffney gets it, puts it in towards the edge of the square, but it just goes wide and over the line for a goal puck or goal for Down. There's a few wee wasted chances there, Park. You know, if they could take their chances at the minute, they could probably be maybe a point or two up in this game.
Possession would certainly be quite even. It would be 50-50, and Down are taking their chances. Armagh haven't taken theirs. They seem just a little nervous maybe.
This ball's out in the direction of Stevie Rionn here in half back. Stevie just gets a touch on it, and Faker Bradley picks up the loose ball. Faker's bursting through the middle, turns and gives it into Oran Curry in the corner. Oran Curry just can't get his hand on it, but Ryan Gaffney finds himself in a wee bit of space, gives it out to Stevie Rionn, who has a shot at a point, but again he just puts it left to it and wide. You know, they're probably a wee bit wasteful there this last couple of opportunities. They've got more time, I think, than what they actually realise on the ball.
Yes, we're definitely being wasteful with the chances that we're creating here, and we're creating quite a few, which is it's maybe a good sign that we're creating them. And I'm sure John has told them to keep shooting. We'll not score if we don't shoot, but we just, if we keep our heads a little more and maybe look for the man inside, we'll maybe make ourselves a goal chance or two.
Yeah, I think probably Armagh going into this match thought that, you know, because they hadn't the work done and the preparation done, that they were probably a wee bit behind, and, you know, in terms of their hurling and their fitness and that. But so far they haven't showed any signs of that. So far they're well in this game.
Well, showing no fear of Down, and neither should they. Armagh's record against Down probably over the past number of years has been quite good. Yes, of course Down are better prepared, but Armagh are well in this game at present.
That's Matty Lennon there trying to put that ball into the corner. Nathan Green just gets his hand on it. He breaks a few tackles there, gives it back to Stevie Rionn, who puts it down into the corner in the direction of Connor Carvin, but I think Connor's just not going to get that in time. No, he didn't. Ball's out over the line. And it'll be a puck out for down. It'll be Stephen Keith now to take this puck out again. You can actually see how strong the wind is with this park, because Sammy there in nets, he's putting it in, right in on top of the half forward line, whereas Stephen Keith there, he's only dropping it in round his own, the other 75. So the wind's going to play a big part in this game.
The wind's certainly a factor now, and maybe Armagh aren't using it just to their best advantage at present.
Ball scrappy here now in between Connor Carvin and Connor Woods. Connor Woods just delivers it straight down the line in the direction of Paul Gaffney. Paul gets out in front of his man, wins the ball, tries to give a hand pass to Kearney McKiernan, but gets blocked. It's John Carvin in on it now. John giving it into Owen Curry in the corner. Owen just misses the flight of the ball, and Stephen Keith picks it up again and goes long, straight down the middle towards his midfielder Donald Hughes. Great catch there, putting it straight into his corner forward. Kieran Clifford's contesting for that. Clifford seems to get the break of the ball there, taking on his man, putting it down the line again towards Kearney McKiernan. Nice fielding there from Kearney, putting it straight across the field towards Ryan Gaffney in the centre. Ryan gets a stick on it, but just can't take the ball under control. It's dropped now to John Carvin. John Carvin breaks the tackle. Good hefty shoulder there from John Carvin. Faker Bradley tries to hit it first time, but gets blocked down, and the refs give a free in there for Sean Ennis. He nearly needed a saddle there. He was on his back.
He did. It was an unorthodox tackle now, to say the least. Gives Matty another chance, and certainly you'd expect him to strike this between the posts and leave just 1 point in it again. Yeah, well, it's in around the same range. Actually, a wee bit closer than his last free, So if the last one was to go by, this one should be routine enough for him. It's actually more Santal, this one. Yeah, he's quite towards the middle of the pitch. He's about to bend now to strike, and here's hoping it goes between the posts. Yeah, Muddy hits that well and puts it straight between the posts, and that just leaves a point in it now. That Armagh's well in this game. Park, they're not flying at the minute, but they're definitely in there in every position. They're fighting hard for the ball. They're winning. They seem to be winning a lot of break balls around the middle, so they're definitely well in this game. They're fighting hard all over the field. Their confidence levels are probably high enough. They've no fear of their opposite numbers, and it's just a matter now of putting some scores on the board before half time. Yeah, this ball is broke now to James McGrath. James McGrath bush straight down the middle, tries to deliver it into the corner, but Kieran Clifford's out in front. It is fell now to Nathan Green, who doesn't get under control. Paul Gaffney gets it down the middle to Connor Woods, who's standing a lot of space there in his own centre half back. He'll be able to direct a brilliant ball into the corner there for Connor Woods. Connor Devlin does brilliant there to dispossess his man. John Carvin now takes the ball in, puts it straight down the middle of the field towards Oren Curry. Oren just can't get his hand on it first time. Connor Woods gives another good ball out there to his full back, Porrick Flynn. Flynn's under a lot of pressure there, but still able to clear the ball straight down the middle of the field towards his number 9, which is James McGrath, who takes a hefty tackle there. And then I think James McGrath's give away a free. Yeah, so it's going to be a free end Armagh, just outside the down half. So Matty had a lot on the last couple there, so he's well able to put this one over the board too, Porrick. Oh yeah, he would be. He's probably 70 metres from the down goal. He's wind assisted, and he's had no problem with his last 2 frees. They've left plenty of margin for error, so he's definitely got the distance for this one. Yeah, just a wee thing I've noticed there, and what's gone now. The first 20 minutes is Armagh's handling. They're getting out in front and they're getting to the balls, but their handling is just letting them down. Especially the catching. It seems to be like Rionn has missed 5 or 6 balls there. Owen Curry has missed a couple as well. It's just that getting the first time primary possession, as they talk about, it's just letting them down at the minute. And had they have done that, they could have been, that's them level now. Money just put that ball over the bar. They could have been maybe 3 or 4 points in front here. Yeah, it's probably down again to the collective training and Armagh's lack of it against Down. Have had quite a few more sessions than them, but it's improving as the match progresses, and their handling will certainly improve and bring them further into the game and maybe put them in front here before half time. Yeah, this is Down on the attack here. Going through the middle of the field through Donald Hughes. Donald Hughes gets fouled there by John Carvin. A needless foul. John sort of just jumped into the tackle. No, the referee's quite right to give that again an unorthodox challenge. He's about to take a card out for this, I think. Yeah, I think he is. I think it's probably quite needless. There was no malice in that tackle. He's just ticked him. Yeah, he's just ticked him.
So there's going to be a free for down pretty central here against the wind, about 70 yards out. So, you know, he'd probably do well to get this over the bar. It's going to be the number 15, Paul Sheehan, hitting it.
Paul Sheehan, Newry Shamrocks. I'd say he might have the range for this. Certainly, this free will tell us what we're up against in the second half with the elements and how strong that wind actually is.
Sheehan lifts it and strikes it and puts it wide. Yeah, it just took it. You know, had it been on target, it would have been dropping into Samey's hand there. You know, so.
Yeah, the wind certainly was a factor on it. It deviated off course there, really. I would say any frees from outside 65 metres against that wind are going to be extremely difficult today.
Yeah, there's another long ball straight down the middle again towards Ryan Gaffney, but again Ryan just can't get on it. The down men are just crowding him out there and they're not giving him an opportunity to get on the ball there. That's Donald Hughes now. Donald puts it out towards Caelan Bailey. Caelan Bailey in a lot of space in his own, strikes the ball and puts it wide. There's a wasted opportunity there, Park.
Yeah, 3-8. I think maybe we could bring Nathan Green more into the game from our puck outs. Ryan Gaffney's been well marshalled there by Connor Woods, but Nathan again, 6'3" to 4. If we bring him into the game and maybe isolate him a little on that wing, it might prove fruitful.
Yeah, he hasn't really got into the game yet. And see him for the other side there for Kearney McKeown. Funny, that's interesting there that Ryan just chose the whip on that one and it just broke straight in then to Connor Corvin in the full forward line.
Yeah, change from Ryan and we had success with that. So the ball moves on. We're attacking. That has to be successful. And Connor Corvin's out in front at all times for the ball.
There's going to be a sideline cut now for Armagh. I think Connor Corvin's lining up to take it here. Yeah, there's a few players there who haven't really got into the game yet. You've got Oren in the corner there, and wee Matty probably hasn't done enough from play yet either, you know, as much as he'd like to be doing. And Connor Corvin and even Kearney and Nathan Green, who you said there, you know, that there's 4 or 5 boys there in the forward line that just haven't got into the game yet.
Yeah, probably the quality of our passing isn't what it should be. I mean, Connor Corvin is flying at the moment. He's captain the Queen's Fitzgibbon squad. He's certainly at the top of his game at present, and we need to bring him into the game rather than him having to forage there for scraps.
This is down on the attack again too. Conor O'Neill broke the tackle past Nathan Curry and puts the ball wide again. Yeah, there's a lot of big hits going in there. You can see it already. Nathan Curry shipped a big tackle there on the far side. He's well able to take it too, but you know, Down's not going to stand back off them. They're going to get stuck into them. They're going to hit hard. It's going to be a hard day for Armagh. Yeah, well, Down have had a couple of wides there, but to be fair to the Armagh defence, they've put them under pressure. They're getting no shots. They're not getting the room really to take time over their shots. So Armagh defence are doing pretty well here today. This is Daniel Moan now for Armagh. Daniel just probably takes a wee bit too much out of it there and gets blocked down. And that's Daniel Toner who has a pop and a pint there, but the ball goes out for a 70. It's starting to get a wee bit overcast here now, Park. It's like a day that you could maybe have a wee bit of rain. You know, when we got started there, it was a lovely evening and it looked perfect for hurling. Yeah, the rain could be on its way, all right, Paddy. The dark clouds have gathered now, and I think if Armagh can just get a few more scores here, who knows what the second half will bring with the elements. Yeah, I think they're going to need it here. This second half's going to be tough, especially again that wind. You can see how much the ball's holding up for the down men. You'll see it here now. Connor Woods is standing over this ball. He's going to have a pop at this. Connor hits it well, and he puts it over the bar. That's a great score. You know, again that wind is a brilliant score because you can see that he hit it probably with everything he had there, and it just about, you know, had the legs to get over. Yeah, it's a big score from Connor Woods, as we say, but very experienced down player. He's been around a number of years on this senior panel now, and yeah, great score there from a 65 against that wind. There's Sammy again going towards Ryan Gaffney. Ball breaks for Connor Corvin again there. Ball's just not coming up from him, and Kearney McKeown rubs him with the ball, gets blocked himself and torn. That's Down back on the attack now again. Nathan Curry does well there to get a stick on it to get the ball going, moving back down the field again for Stevie Ranahan. Just doesn't get a flick on the ball there. And this is Down clearing their lines through Donald Hughes, but Donald puts that out for a sideline. Yeah, Donald's a wee bit annoyed with himself. There was a wasteful kind of ball. He had a lot of room there and he could have put it into the corner. Yeah, he could have put it in the corner, he could have put it across the pitch. Now, to be fair, there's no one on that side of the pitch at present, but it would have been more advantageous to his team. But as it is, a sideline for Armagh to be taken by Conor Devlin, is it? Yeah. Connor just doesn't get the right contact on it. Stevie Renahan misses the lift there, and Conor O'Neill for down, flicks it on to Caelan Bailey. Caelan Bailey's just trying to get the ball under control, and he gets a free in for chopping there from Paul Gaffney. Yeah, it's a bit of a needless foul to give away there, because straight in front of the goals on the 45, you know, this should be a routine enough score for down here.
It should be, and it'll put them 5-3 up. Armagh will have it all to do now if we continue to give away these needless frees.
Yeah, we're going to be up again it now in this second half. They could be doing maybe an odd 3 or 4 points pegged on themselves, you know, to try and stay in contention for the second half.
Yeah, could most certainly. We need to make more use of our opportunities here as Down go 2 in front with that free.
Yeah, that's a good score there from Paul Sheehan, straight between the posts. With Sammy Doherty now to puck this out again. I'd like to see him maybe varying it a wee bit. He's put every puck out straight down the throat of Ryan Gaffney, you know, as you say. Maybe bring Nathan Green in, he does the same again now, just straight down.
Well, Down are ready for that. Down's 3 half backs are all in the centre helping out with Connor Woods. The strategy isn't working for Armagh. Yeah, they've set up for it now. They've seen where every puck out's going, so you know they're waiting for it every time. This ball's in the direction now of Kieran Clifford. Kieran just gets a touch on it there. Nathan Curry bursts out. Nathan clears his lanes down into the full forward line towards Matty Lennon, who tries to get his hand on and just misses the lift or the catch. It looked like a foul there on Connor Corvin, but Down come back out with the ball now again. That's the number 12, Stephen Deneen. Stephen just can't get it under control. Stevie Renahan gets the ball, tries to clear his lanes to John Corvin, who tries to pull the ball on first time. John turns in and picks the ball, bursts straight down the middle, puts it into the corner towards his brother Connor Corvin. Connor's out in front first time, gets the lift. Torrens has a shot on his bad side and just puts it wide. Yeah, that's just another opportunity missed, Park. Yeah, it's unlucky from Connor Corvin. He probably took himself too far to the wing there before he did shoot, but the pass in from his brother John, that's what probably we should be doing, certainly for the remainder of this game. That the ball's coming low to our full forward line. There in front, they're all capable of winning their own ball and taking the shot then. That's where Daniel Moan bursting out there. Daniel just flicks that ball out over the sideline. Daniel, who's making his debut season with Armagh as well. Daniel was a minor with Armagh there this last 3 years. Talented wee hurler from Dernoose. Daniel started in cornerback today. This will be Paul Sheehan now to hit this. Goes towards Nathan Curry. Nathan doesn't get under control first time. Conor Devlin Torrens picks the ball. Looks wide for Kearney McKiernan. Kearney McKiernan takes it first time. He's going straight down the line for Oran Curry. The flight sort of baits Oran Curry, and his opposite number gathers the ball up first time and puts it straight down the middle of the field towards James McGrath, but James McGrath missed it back. Kearney McKiernan back on the ball here again. Puts it straight back into the full forward line again towards Matty Lennon. And that's the down number 19 there, Ryan Brannigan clearing his lanes. Paul Gaffney puts it in towards Matty Lennon again, but it's just a wee bit sloppy there at the minute, Park. Their striking's just letting them down there a wee bit at the minute. Yeah, it certainly is. Down's handling, as you have alluded to previously, is much better than Armagh's. There's a lot of fumbling going on. I know it's early in the season, and Armagh have only had 2 games, but the handling is certainly letting them down on this occasion. It is, but I suppose, as you say, that comes from training too. You know, 2 or 3 weeks into the season, everything's not going to be as good as we want it to be. You know, no, absolutely, it'll improve in leaps and bounds as the season progresses. There's no doubt about that. It's still very early in the season for these lads. This is Down on the attack here. The ball goes straight across the field to Paul Sheehan again. He turns and strikes it towards the Armagh goal. Sammy Doherty comes out off his goal line, and Down take a shot, and it's in the back of the net. Maybe a little confusion in our full back line there between Sammy and Kieran Clifford. It was the number 24 there for Down got that goal. It was Scott Nicholson. You know, it was probably a wee bit naive there. I don't know whether it was a call or not, but either, you know, Kieran Clifford there or Sammy Doherty probably should have been. One of them should have been calling that. If Sammy had stayed on his lane, he would have got that ball. Yeah, one of the guys should have taken charge of that situation and made the ball an Armagh ball. Of course, good enough, good scrappy goal, but well taken by Scott Nicholson, who played again, very experienced Down player, who's been with Down for quite a few seasons now. He's usually a starter on this Down team. Yeah, he was just in the right place in the right time, wasn't he? That was just a shot from Faker Bradley that went wide. This is Stephen Keith pucking it out again towards Stevie Renahan. On his opposite number is Stephen Deneen. Ball's fought hard for there by Nathan Green. Nathan Green wins the free in, just right on the halfway line. The referee's just having a word with Sean Ennis here. I think he's maybe going to give him a card. Yeah, should maybe bring Nathan Moore into the game. A guy of his size there, but we haven't made use of him at all as yet.
Yeah, he's a big strong lad, and he's only out of minors there a couple of years himself.
Yeah, again, fitting him with the profile of the Armagh team. Again, yes, very very young, 20 years of age, Nathan.
Listen, but Nathan Corey now standing over this one. You know, Nathan will have the distance here too. It's just about getting the accuracy. Yeah, he puts it up in the air, and he puts it wide. Yeah, I think I'm probably, you know, Matty's well able to hit them frees too. I would have let Matty at it because so far, you know, he hasn't put a foot wrong. You know,
Matty scored 3 from 3, and certainly his final one was from that distance. I maybe would want to let him continue.
That ball there's fought between Conor O'Neill and Nathan Curry. Nathan gets a touch on it and just goes out for a sideline. It'll be a down sideline now on the far side of the field. And it'll be Brett Nicholson hitting it. It's a nice cut in towards the full forward line. Down man's out in front. Daniel Munn gets a touch on it and tries to get the ball cleared out of the danger, kicked away out of the road. That's Stevie Ranahan now on it. Stevie bushes out through 2 or 3 tackles there, and then Torrin gets fouled. Good bit of play there from Stevie Ranahan. You know, winning the ball and bushing out through 3 or 4 players, and they're on the free now, and it sort of takes the pressure off the Armagh backs. And there must have been a bit of dissent here because the referee has moved the ball up 10 yards.
Yeah, Stevie's doing well, and this season again, another young man, 19 years of age, from Katie Laugharne. Yeah, having a good enough day today. He's quite tight on his man. He's winning quite a bit of possession.
Yeah, Stevie's a talented hurler too. Stevie will be one for the future. Very good lad. He's the sort of way you want in your team. Great attitude and that, you know, everything. What you see with Stevie is what you get.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'd have to agree with you there. Again, another wide from Armagh. I think we've hit 4 in a row now, which would have left us probably just a point behind instead of the 5 that we find ourselves behind now.
This is ball out from Stephen Keith again, out towards Stevie Ryan, and Stevie gets the flick on it first time. The ball just eludes Nathan Green there. As Connor Woods now picks it up, puts it short into the middle of the field to Donald Hughes, who puts it straight into the corner to I think that's Scott Nicholson. Yeah, and Scott Nicholson just misses it there, and it's number 12 on the ball now, Stephen Deneen. Stephen Deneen gets dispossessed there, and Connor Davlin puts the ball straight down into the corner towards Matty Lan. Matty just can't get the hand on the game. It goes out for a sideline. That's just another wee sort of hand on ours, Park. It's letting us down in this first half.
Yeah, maybe we need to change our approach just a little, and a lot of our balls into our full forward line, they're not the biggest of men, but a lot of their ball into the full forward line is very high. Maybe we'd want to change that approach, and we'll have to in the second half against the wind anyway.
That's a great catch there from Warren Curry. Warren Curry's fouled. By the look of it, that was in the square. You know, to me that looked like a penalty. I don't know what the refs give here, but
he's allowing 5 on the line anyway.
So it must just be it. Oh, it's a penalty he's give.
Yeah, he has give it, yes.
Yeah, it's a penalty he's give.
A chance for Armagh to close the gap just before half time.
Yeah, and I suppose just when it is right on the verge of half time, you'd want to be going for the goal here. You know, really, a point's good enough, but
I think knowing Matty and the power he has in his shot now, he'll go under the bar with this.
Yeah, I think he will. I think he'll have a go at it. Matty's lined it up now, taking the ball and lifting it, and drives it low and hits it back in the net. Great score there from Matty Lan. Hit it with a lot of power, Park, and stood up into the top of the net.
Just under the bar, another inch it would have hit the bar maybe.
Yep.
Excellent score from Matty, plenty of power, brings Armagh right back into it.
Yeah, great score and well needed as well. You know, that'll maybe give them a wee bit of heart now going in at half time.
The factor that we should look at is Armagh have scored 1-3, and that has all come from Matty Lennon.
Yeah.
We would need probably a better spread of scores in the second half.
A heavy hit there went in on John Carvin in the middle of the field. This is Faker Bradley now. Faker just needs to get down over this ball and get it into his hand first time. It's a bit of a fight for the ball here. Connor Woods picks it up again, gives it short to Brett Nicholson, who puts it into the far corner towards Scott Nicholson. But Connor Davlin comes out first time, puts it straight down the ball line towards Matty Lan. Connor Carvin's out in front now, takes on his man. A chance here for goal now. Connor Carvin hits hits it hard but puts it over the bar. That was another goal opportunity there, Park. I'd say Connor's probably disappointed with himself that he never put that in the back of the net.
Yeah, to be fair, the keeper positioned himself fairly well. I suppose full forward or guys in that position would maybe usually go low and give themselves more of a chance, but still a good enough score and well taken from Connor. Did well, took on his man, and actually moved away from him as he got closer to goal.
Yeah, there's Paul Gaffney now putting it in the direction of Warren Corey. Connor Corvin judges the flight of the ball well and gets out in front of his man first time. Connor has the ball in his hand on his good side, sort of snaps at that shot, just floats it in towards Stephen Keith there, the down keeper. He puts it straight, does well, puts it straight back out the field again. Direction that Daniel Moan gets a flick on it there. On his number 9, James McGrath, tries to put it into the corner towards Nicholson, but John Corvin cuts it out. John Corvin straight into Matty Lennon. Matty Lennon tries to take it first time, just misses the lift, but I think he's still under control of the ball. Yeah, Matty goes to take his man on. Jinks and Torrance takes a shot and puts the ball wide again. You know,
but a lot of the shots we're taking are probably from the sideline. We would need to be probably closer to the middle of the pitch, where our shot selection is poor enough. We'd maybe want to be leaving a ball inside now and again and giving our full forwards more of a chance there to win possession.
This is Down back on the attack here now in the direction of Stephen Deneen. Stephen Deneen can't get to that ball. Faker Bradley misses the lift on it. Stevie Ranahan misses the lift on. Faker's back in now, picks it up, puts it straight in towards John Corvin and full forward. John's out in front of his man, but the ball breaks here to Michael Hughes. Michael Hughes picks it first time, takes the tackle and puts it straight back down the line again, but I think that ball's going to go over. No, he kept it in play. Ryan Gaffney, a wee quick flick there to Faker Bradley, who just can't get it under control first time. Ryan's in again, but the ball breaks to Sean Ennis. Sean breaks the tackle and Torrin gives it to Brett Nicholson, who drives it down the field. Daniel Moan's out in front first time, and that's Conor O'Neill who tries to take it, but Nathan Curry intercepts and puts the ball into the far side of the field to Kearney McKiernan, who takes it first time in the stick. And now Oren Curry's in possession. Oren gets the ball in his hand, sort of walked into trouble there a wee bit, but it's Down back on the attack now again. Stevie Ranahan just judges the flight of the ball a wee bit wrong there. And it's number 14 Caelan Bailey, but Paul Gaffney, I don't know how he got that ball off from there, but he got it anyway. Puts it into Matty Lennon there in the corner. Gaffney's back in again, loses his stick. I think the stick broke there. And it's Connor Woods now, cool head again, gets that ball and he puts it straight into the corner there to Scott Nicholson again. Scott Nicholson's showing every time there, Park, every time Woods gets a ball, he's looking for Nicholson straight away, because they seem to be giving him a lot of room out there.
Yeah, he's looking for that corner at all times. Connor Devlin's fairly tight on him there on the 13, and Daniel Toner.
That's a great score there again from Stephen Deneen.
Conor O'Neill has fallen awkwardly after the last tackle there, and he seems to have damaged his knees. Currently receiving some attention. He'll have half time to have that sorted.
Yeah, the refs just blew for half time there. So, you know, all in all, Park Armagh they're still well in this game. There's only 2 points into half time, 1-4 to 1-6, and you know, I think with their probably the way that the thing has went from at the start of the year, with finding it late to get management and whatever else, I'd say they're probably happy enough going in at half time with a scoreline like that.
Yeah, it's a good enough first 30 minutes. There's no doubt. 2 points in it, Armagh are still in the game, and I wouldn't be 100% sure that win is a huge advantage to anyone. It is quite strong, but in a hurling game it may be more of a disadvantage to you if you don't use the wind to your own advantage as such, and use it correctly. And as Armagh have found to their cost in the first half, a lot of balls going aimlessly wide over the end line.
Yeah, you're saying there about the wind, you know, it's good having the wind at your back, but a lot of the time when a player there has the ball, or with the wind and the ball in his hand, he tends to hit it aimlessly, you know, hit it hard, just high and hard, and get rid of it. Whereas when you're playing against the wind, you tend to, you know, think more about it. You're placing the balls into the corners, you're looking for men instead of trying to hit the ball up into the air. You know, you're trying to pick out a pass every time.
Oh, absolutely. That high ball in anybody's full back line, especially at this level, it's playing right in a full back line's hand. Your full forwards don't want the ball coming really in the air, or certainly long from your half back line. They want it in front of them where they can run on it, where they have a 100% chance of winning the ball. It's a backs ball at all times, so it'll be interesting to see how Down play with the wind in the second half here.
Yeah, well, just on the first half there too, you've a lot of the Armagh team really that haven't come into the game yet. You've the likes of Kieran Clifford there, there's a captain. Kieran's in full back and he hasn't really got a ball in his hand yet. I think he got one ball in his hand. You know, Conor Corvin's doing rightly in cornerback. Connor's there's a few balls come in him, he's got the ball and he's put it straight down the line again. Exactly what you asked of a corner back. You know, you have a few others there. Nathan Curry probably hasn't been in it enough. You've got Stevie Rennan, who's hurling rightly on the half back line. The midfield have been sort of in and out of it there in the first half, and then, you know, the half forward line, you've Ryan Gaffney and Kearney, maybe the only two men that have sort of got on the ball, as you alluded to earlier. They haven't used Nathan Green half enough. Big strong man, they haven't used him half enough. That, you know, if you're going to hit high balls, you might as well put them into Nathan Green as Ryan Gaffney, because the two of them's as strong as each other, you know. So as you said earlier, Down have set up for Armagh now. They know that the ball's going straight down the middle, and they've set 3 or 4 men around Ryan Gaffney's in a wee square around him, and the ball's breaking every time, and Down's just clearing it straight back up the field again.
Yeah, I imagine there'll be a plan B will take place in the second half. There might be a change or two at half time. There's some decent subs there on the Armagh bench. Again, young men, a lot of them just out of minor. Inexperienced, of course. This is the place to get experience. The Down team aren't much older than our own guys, and there are a few players, yes, Paddy, that you say they just haven't come into the game yet, and we'll maybe give a few of them. I'd say John will give them another maybe 10 minutes, and just see how it progresses in the second half, and how Armagh play against the wind. They'll have to set up differently with their puck outs and change some attacking options, I'd imagine.
And just on the second half, Park, how do you see that going? Do you think, will, as you say there, will John change his tactics? Will he be telling Simon Doherty there that, you know, play it out to his wings, don't be pumping the ball straight down the middle, don't be putting as much air on it, you know, get the ball down low against that wind, or will he still continue with the tactics that he's used in the first half there? Do you think he'll keep pumping the ball down the middle, or you know, what do you think he'll be doing in the second half?
Yeah, I'd say the puckouts in the second half will have probably a lower trajectory. The two midfielders will maybe go wide. They'll maybe pull Nathan Green in towards the middle. Certainly for puckouts, it's important that we win our own possession from our own puckouts and try our best to convert those into scores. The high ball into the forward line will have to cease as well. I'd imagine that will change, and that will go lower all around and more direct hurling.
Yeah, well, hopefully now Armagh can, you know, I suppose when you haven't got the training done at the start of the year, you'd like to have done. The likes of this game brings you on. You know, that first half will have done them the world of good there, and they've probably got a wee bit of confidence from that. So you'll probably see a different Armagh team coming out in the second half now. They'll be coming in there thinking to themselves, Down's probably training this couple of months now. You know, they've done everything right. They've done all the preparations. They've done, you know, everything the way it's supposed to go, and we're still only 2 points off them in this first half.
Yeah, I suppose all you'd read about this match this week, and anybody had spoken to outside of the Armagh camp, that this was going to be maybe a walkover. The Armagh players certainly haven't looked at it that way, neither have the management. The guys are confident enough, they're good enough, they're playing fairly well as a team, and just some of the other guys have to come into the game, and Armagh are still there. Yes, Down of the wind advantage, but Armagh will not be lacking in confidence in the second half, and certainly they should have the belief in their own ability. Yeah,
well, hopefully so. Now they come out in the second half and they push on from what they've done in the first half there, because as you say, they've hurled well. You know, they're well in this game, and I've probably been on the same bandwagon as a lot of people, thinking that they were going to be up again it here. Down was going to be a big strong team, and they were going to come out and blow them away in that first 10-20 minutes, but they haven't done that. To no extent have they done that at all. Every man's holding their own, they're holding their positions, and they're doing well so far.
Yeah, all these Armagh players are playing at a fairly high level as well. Sort of club-wise, university, some of course representing Ulster. They're all good hurlers. They all know each other well. They're playing as a team, which is maybe something that we haven't seen as much as we should have from Armagh. They're bringing all their players into the game, and just I can imagine if they can use the likes of Matty Lennon and Conor Corvin better there, and Kearney McKiernan, those smaller guys, if they can give them better quality ball, that we can maybe win this game.
Yeah, and just on that now, we're going to take a short break here, but we're going to try and get Rionn Kieran up here to explain a few wee things about the rake that's coming up. So just stay tuned, folks, and hopefully they're back for the second half.
You're good. Can I get back on the dirty board again, Gilly?
Atharja ar slán Christa Cundi ar Bláthar Bólan Buis, a Gal Washington Clubna Lake, a Hockey and a Landshide Re. On behalf of Armagh County Board, I'd just like to thank everybody, all the clubs who supported the launch of Re, together with Atharja. Mar Ollis, ar Bláthar ag Agru June Kirsty Gaelic and Sahan Shaw Huggy. Next Saturday here in the Athletic Grounds we'll be hosting Irish language classes for beginners, intermediate and advanced levels.
No, that's all right. No, I'm going on.
One head. Where's it going? That's all he's have, boy, so.
Aye.
That's all he's have, so just.
I thought you were actually going to be doing a puck fada, but no,
no.
it's
a pub. Aye, over beside me. You shout there when you're. Folks, we'll have Raymond Kieran on here, and he's going to explain a wee bit about what we're launching in the athletic grounds here today. Raymond, can you talk us through it?
I certainly can, Paddy. Well, armagh-gaa are to the fore promoting our national language, and we have this wonderful re-event which will be taking place between the 7th and the 15th of March. It's starting down in Ballyverney in County Cork and finishing in Belfast, but it's going to be taking a stop off in Armagh, and this is the third year that the re-event has taken place in Ireland. It's based on an event similar in the Basque Country where they run for 1,000 kilometres and up to 100,000 running that race, and we're catching up, and it's all about promoting the Irish language, and it'll be coming through Armagh on the 15th of March, and we would encourage all all our GAA supporters to come out and support the Re 2014 event, because it's going to be a wonderful event. Agus massamid go mé trocha míle duine ag ghlacu páirte insan rí im léana, agus tamidine ag géirí go mé ardwatha contosaí ag tuairt takeíochta do rí. And I've just been saying there that we really want everybody who's interested in Gaelic games and the Irish language to come along on the 15th of March and support the Re event as it takes a stop off here in the city of Armagh, and it'll be going through places, you know, where GA clubs are. You know, it'll be in Camla, it'll be in Derrymacash, and it'll be definitely here in the city of Armagh. So it's going to be a wonderful event. It's the 3rd year of the event, and we're very much looking forward to it, to get us all loosened up for St. Patrick's Day.
Good stuff. Thanks a million, Raymond. Thank you.
Paddy.
Thanks very much. The teams have just took the field here. I can't see anyway of any changes on the Armagh team as such, but I don't think, Park, can you see it here? I don't think there's any changes on the Down team either. No, I think it's all as it was in the first half. So the ref throws the ball in here. John Corvin contesting it for it along with Faker Bradley. Faker tries to get a foot on it just to get it kicked out, to get it into space, and Conor Woods pulls it down into the half back line of Armagh. Conor Devlin's out with his man here, who takes it first time. Daniel Toner does well. Tries to get the ball in there to Stephen Deneen, but Stephen Deneen just loses possession. Stevie Ranahan lifts the ball, clears his lines out towards Conor Devlin, who takes it first time, clears it down the line towards Kieran McKieran, who takes a nice wee touch there to Paul Gaffney. Paul Gaffney pumps it straight down the middle. Nathan Green's on the end of this ball, pulls it in towards Matty Land. Matty Land gets a bit of a push in the back there. Ref probably could have given that, but Conor Corvin collects the loose ball. Conor's just intercepted there as he bears down on goals. And it's down back in the attack here with Conor Woods. I think it was cleared that ball. Paul Gaffney cuts it out again. Paul takes a nice wee touch there, gives it into the corner, into the space to Faker Bradley. Faker should win the race for this one. Yeah, Faker just takes a hard hit there, and Oran Curry gets a stick on the ball here. But down to the Fenton well in that far corner. And the ref gives a free out there for, I think it was maybe a flick with a stick. Yeah, so far I think, Park, there's no changes there on either of the two teams. They're just as they were in the first half.
No, it was confident enough start by Armagh. Again, they're not fazed by this Down team, by the big names. They seem confident enough, and if they've started fairly well in this second half, let's hope it continues in that vein.
Yeah, and that's Stephen Keith takes that free there for Down. You can see the wind there. He pumps it straight down into the half back line. It's number 13 Daniel Toner who tries to get a hand on it, but just misses the lift first time. Kieran Clifford gets on the ball. Kieran bursts out through a couple of tackles, gives a pass back to Conor Devlin, who clears his lines down in the direction of Nathan Green. Nathan's trying to get in the end of this ball. Nathan puts in a big hit there, and it's a good job that fence isn't any closer to the field, Park. The two players, Nathan Green and the number 5 Brett Nicholson, would have been in the fence.
Indeed they would. Yeah, big tackle, two big men. Down win the sideline, sort of loose enough from Conor Devlin there in his clearance. He'd maybe try for a bit more distance and get into the full forward line.
Yeah, this is Brett Nicholson going to hit this ball here. Puts it down in the direction of Nathan Curry. Nathan gets a stick on it there first time, just unable to get the ball up. That's number 12 there, Stephen Deneen. Stephen Deneen's bursting straight through the heart of the Armagh defence. Only very nearly lobbed Sammy Doherty there, but Sammy just got a touch on it out to John Corvin, who clears his lines to Faker Bradley there. And Faker gets a touch on the ball, but it's adjudged that it's an Armagh sideline. So it's going to be Conor Davlin marching over to hit this sideline now for Armagh. Yeah, so Sammy could have been caught there actually. The down man, he sort of mishit the ball and it was just lobbing in over his head.
He could, yeah. He was at one of Sammy's straights. He was a little bit off his line, and he was at full stretch there just to get that saved, and fell down to Conor Devlin and has been cleared, but down or back in again.
This is a dangerous ball here. Daniel Moon does brilliant there to intercept that ball. It looked like the down man, which was Daniel Toner, was straight through on goal, but Daniel Moon does very well. Yeah, the referee, down man, slipped with the ball there and held on to it, and he gave it for over carry and gave a free out to Armagh.
Yeah, full back nine are doing okay at present.
Yeah, Daniel has done well in there for his first senior.
He has indeed, yeah.
Hurling match, he's done very well.
Good player. He's continued on his form from his minor days of last year. So
yeah, he doesn't look out of depth at all, does he?
He does not. No.
It's going to be Nathan Curry here to hit this free, looking in the direction of Ryan Gaffney in the half forward line, and Nathan puts it high in towards Ryan. Ball just drops in front of him, and the down men clear the lines again. Ball just took a nasty bounce there before Conor O'Neill tried to get on it. It's number 13 Daniel Toner contesting for the ball there with Conor Davlin. And it's number 12 Stephen Deneen bearing down on goal. He gives the ball out, and that's a very good, well worked goal from Conor O'Neill there. The man found him in space. Conor O'Neill was standing in space and he just ripped it to the back of the net. Very well worked goal, Park.
Yeah, Daniel Toner took the tackles from Conor Devlin, moved it on to Stephen Deneen, who again shipped 2 tackles, found the man in space, and Conor O'Neill has it in the back of the net. He seems to have got over that his knee injury. He's moving well, so that puts down now 10-7 in front early in the second half. Armagh have it all to do.
Yeah, they've got their backs against the wall now. Especially with that wind, it's going to be, you'd imagine it's going to be one-way traffic. Armagh will do well to keep plugging away at points here. It looks like there's a very stiff breeze down that field now in the second half, and they'll do well to get anything out of this game.
Yeah, our puck outs are reaching halfway, and Down seem to be winning more possession there. The crowded out, they know where our puck outs are going to land. They're that high that it's taken so long to land that Down can read everything. Maybe need to change that tactic.
Caelan Bailey on the ball now. Caelan just eludes the tackle there and puts a lovely ball into the corner there to Paul Sheenan. Stevie Ranahan read it well too. Stevie takes the tackle, gives it to Conor Davlin, who clears his lines down the direction of Nathan Green. Nathan just misses the catch first time, and it's Kearney McKieran on the ball. Kearney puts a nice ball in there to Conor Corvin. I guess the sort of ball there, Park, that Conor should have been getting, in that whole first half, and that's a lovely score there from.
Yeah, that's the quality. It gives your teammate every chance to win possession. If he gets in front and he's a yard in front of his man, he wins clean possession. He has time to turn, strike it over the bar. That's easy hurling. It's economical. It makes sense, and certainly against this wind, they're going to have to play that way.
Yeah, there's Nathan Curry back in possession of the ball, and his opposite number there is just a judge to have fouled him. I think it was for a tug on the jersey. So it's going to be an Armagh free in around their own 45. It'll be Nathan Curry to hit it. Yeah, the wind seems to have picked up a wee bit there from the first half, Park, doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems to have done now. Although Armagh, that free goes again 65 metres, so it's not hindering Armagh just at present.
No, this ball's back down the direction of Nathan Curry, who misses the catch there again. That's number 13 Daniel Toner, has a bit of a pop shot at it and just puts it wide. Yeah, he was under a lot of pressure there, wasn't he, from Conor Corvin. Conor done well there just to stand him up and keep putting pressure on him when he was in the back foot.
Yeah, the back line, I suppose, during the whole match have been certainly trying well there, trying very hard and putting a lot of pressure on the forwards so they're getting no free shots as such, and it's proving, I suppose, on the scoreboard. So we need to begin to win our own possession from our puck outs here.
This is Stevie Ranahan trying to keep the ball in the field here. Stevie does very well on the far side of the pitch there to keep the ball in. There's a bit of a huddle there of about 8 or 10 men, and ends up Paul Gaffney comes out with the ball. Paul's done well to get the ball out of that. puts it into the corner towards Matty Lennon there. Matty's out in front. First time. He's taking his man on. Matty's plenty of speed there to get away from him. And he just misses the strike there. Just the final strike just let him down at the very last round. Gaffney here is going to pick this ball up in a wee bit of space. It was just an awkward one for him there. He sort of didn't know where the ball had went to. And this is number 15 now, Paul Sheenan for Down. Going straight down the middle, striking the ball off his left side and puts it over the bar. That's a lovely score there, Park. Lovely score, on the run in full flight and just strikes it over the bar.
Yeah, it takes a lot of skill there from Paul Sheehan. Picks up the ball standing in 10 yards of space. We're just after commenting on how well the back line are doing, how much pressure they're putting on the forwards, and yet he picks up. You can't allow any player at this level to pick up the ball in that much space.
There's number 13 coming off here for Down, who is Daniel Toner, who I actually thought was playing rightly. And number, I think it's 23, is it? Yeah, 23, Brenton Coleman's coming in from there in the corner forward. This is Down back on the attack here again. They've won that puck out from Simon Doherty in the shape of Caelan Bailey. Caelan just can't get the ball under control at the minute, but he's still moving forward with it. Down goes straight down the middle. It's out to number 15, Paul Sheehan. Sheehan takes a shot and puts it straight over the bar. Yeah, they're getting into the right positions now, Park, and maybe their fitness is showing a wee bit that they're able to find a bit of space now and find the man that's always on the move.
Yeah, they're varying their play a little bit more than Armagh. Their forwards certainly, yes, are finding a bit of space, and the quality of pass is there, and it's available from Down. Armagh's quality of passing just isn't up to that level as yet.
There's Gaffney and Woods just fighting for that ball again there. Having a good tussle there in centre half forward. And there's Coleman on the ball now. Coleman takes the ball past Conor Corvin, puts it straight back out towards this. I think it's his midfielder there, Donald Hughes. He just can't collect the ball first time. Coleman's back on the ball again, but he's adjudged over carried. I think it's going to be a free out to Armagh.
Again, the full back line do their job well there. There's no fouling. They didn't give the Down man in possession any chance to release the ball, and it's a free out for Armagh for over carrying it.
Yeah, this will be wee Simon Doherty here to hit this ball now for Armagh. He'll probably be going in the direction of Paul Gaffney here.
This tussle between Ryan Gaffney and Conor Woods is fascinating, and it ended up actually in Armagh's 21-yard line there. So the two guys are all over the pitch today. I don't think either one of them will get a more difficult opponent than they've had today.
No, I think they'll probably be up as good again, or up again as good as what they're going to be up again all year. Ryan Gaffney, we all know him here in Armagh, very good hurler, gifted, and he's got all the traits to be top class, and the exact same goes for Conor Woods.
No, without a doubt, yeah, without a doubt. Down just bringing his blood sub there, number 25, CT, Keelan Taggart from Portaferry.
Great catch there from Paul Gaffney, who puts the ball out to Daniel Moan here in a bit of space. Daniel puts the ball down into his clubmate in the corner there, Matty Lennon. The ball just skips past Matty the first time, but John Corbin's in behind him. And Ryan Gaffney's looking for the ball out in space, but Conor turns his man and takes him on. He's heading for goal now, and Conor Woods in pursuit. Conor kind of tries to foul him, but he doesn't. The ball breaks. Good save there from the keeper. The ball broke straight across the front of the net. Could have went anywhere. And this Donald Hughes there clears the lines for Down to Conor O'Neill, who's in a wee bit of space. Pumps it straight into the full forward line. And the number 24 there, who is Scott Nicholson and Brenton Coleman, I think it is, they're fighting for that ball. They eventually get under control, but Conor Devlin, a nasty. I think Conor just judged that one a wee bit wrong there. He seen the ball bounce and he says, I'll have a go at it here, and probably halfway through that swing he realised, probably shouldn't be swinging here at all. I
think Conor maybe might say that the ball was there, ref, but it was in the general vicinity. I think he might get a yellow card just for that tackle.
Well, the man was close enough. He was never going to get hurt from it as such. The stick sort of wrapped around him more so than anything. So, at least there was nobody injured from it. Yeah, I think that's what he'd have been saying to the ref there. Just the ball was there, ref. What do you want me to do? But this is going to be a relatively easy free now. It's probably going to be Paul Sheehan hitting it here from the 21-yard line. So
just to put down four points up.
Oh, it's actually 14-8 it is at the minute. So this will put it 15-8 now, so that'll be 7 points in it. So, it's going to be an uphill struggle from here.
Yeah, it's going away from Armagh. maybe they did have a goal scoring opportunity there and a great save by Stephen Keith from Conor Corvin, so we're going to need more of the same and maybe put them away.
Well, funny, that's the first time that Armagh have got the chance. You know, Conor Corvin has got a ball and he's got a chance to run at the down back line, and they didn't know what to do with him. You know, it was sort of, they were all out, and he got in and he got a strike on goal, and it was very unlucky that he never got a goal out of it.
Yeah, if we can get the right ball in the corner and he can get a run on his man, there's very few guys out there that'll catch him. He has a good shot as well. He's very accurate. So, well, look, there could still be a goal or two there. Here's hoping.
There's Michael Turley coming on there for, just trying to see the number that he's coming on for, number 15, which is Paul Sheehan, who just put that last free over the bar. There's a puck out here again from Simon Doherty, who puts it long into the half forward line. Gaffney gets a stick on it, and it's into the path of Kearney McKiernan. Kearney just gets a flick back towards Ryan Gaffney, tries to get the ball one hand and the stick up first time, but just doesn't work out for him. Kearney McKieran's in to lift it. Bit of a scuffle there in the far corner, but Sean Ennis comes out with that ball and clears it straight down the middle. And a crowd of players. Kieran Clifford took an awful hard knock there. He seems to be winded just in the middle of the field. The ball's still in play here. Stevie Ranahan's over it. Nathan Corey eventually gets the ball up, but the ref has just halted play because Kieran's took a bad knock there in the middle of the field. I think he never seen the man coming there at all.
He probably worry is that he hasn't moved as yet.
No, it's not like him. He doesn't normally stay down.
No. Physio's on to see him, and let's hope it's nothing too serious. It could maybe be a shoulder injury.
Well, I'd say by the look of it, the way he got it, it looked to be up into the ribs. So hopefully he's just winded. That's all.
Yeah, it'd be quite a miss probably from Armagh. He's been going fairly well in full back line there, holding the rest of the guys together.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned earlier, the full back line definitely have held their own in there. You know, they've restricted their opposite numbers to very little of the ball, and when their opposite number even did get on the ball, they still stood them up and they harried them and harassed them, and you know, they haven't made it easy for them there all day.
Yeah, they're certainly putting the effort in, and again, they have no fear of their opponent. So let's just hope they continue like this. Kieran's up anyway, and yeah, he looks like he's fit to continue.
Yeah, he looks alright. It's just a heavy knock. It'll probably take him 5 or 10 minutes to run that off. You know, as I say, it's not like him to stay down too often.
No, so indeed it's not.
He must have took a right knock. This ball's in from Nathan Corrier into the corner, into the middle towards John Corvin. John has a swing at it first time and puts it just wide again. They're sort of, as you said in the first half, Park, they're shooting kind of from impossible angles. As you've been involved underage, and like myself, you're always training the wee ones to work it to the shooter, you know, get it to the man that's in the right place to shoot, and so far Armagh haven't been doing that. Maybe it's the pressure that Down's putting on them that they haven't got the chance to do that, but you know, they've been very wasteful with a lot of their balls.
To be fair, the guys that are shooting from those positions that don't appear to have any other options at that time, maybe if with a little bit more work from the half forward line, midfield and actual support play and running on to support that full forward line, we might have more success in our scores. Conor Corvin, again, when we're striking the low ball to Conor Corvin, he's winning every one, and we should make more use of that.
Yeah, they should be putting it in low to him all the time. This is Conor Corvin on the ball now again, just who we were talking about there, but it's just that wee final touch there is just letting him down every time. That's the down keeper there. Stephen Keith puts this ball out towards the line towards Ryan Gaffney, who taps it down first time for Matty Lennon, who goes to take a tap on the stick and tries a wee fancy flick there, but it just doesn't come off for him, and they've lost possession. This is Kieran Clifford out fighting for it here with number 22, which is Michael Turley for down. Clifford stands him up well. Turley's still in possession of the ball, turns on to what looks like a strong side, and he has a pop at it. Simon Doherty just picks that ball up. The ball just drops a wee bit short, and Doherty's looking for Stevie Ranahan there on the far wing. Stevie just can't get that ball up first time, and it's number 24, Scott Nicholson, who just puts that ball to the left and wide. You know, Down have been a wee bit wasteful too, in this second half now with their shooting as well, you know, just as Armagh have been and probably throughout the game.
Yeah, again, it's back to the wind factor, and is it an advantage to you when it's quite strong, blowing directly down the field? As what referenced to earlier, probably wasn't an advantage to Armagh in the first half, and it's not looking like it is for Down in this half. They've been wasteful with a lot of their possession.
Yeah, there's John Corvin just picked the ball off the ground, and the ref just picked up on it. So it's going to be a free for Down. It's going to be Connor Woods hitting it here right in the middle of the field, just a wee bit off the right hand side of the goals. With the wind in his back, he should probably be well able to stick this over.
Yeah, he had the distance in the first half from there. Now with the wind at his back,
Yeah,
his trajectory is the same as it was against the wind. Low, direct, straight between the posts, great free.
Yeah, he's not really using the wind for that one. He's got the power to put it over without the wind, so
Exactly.
he doesn't need to put it up in the air.
His good style of free taking, Connor Woods.
Sammy Doherty here now again. A long puck out, just dropping in around his own midfield for Paul Gaffney, who gets the hand up but just misses the catch. And it's number 14, Caelan Bailey, for down. Caelan Bailey soloing right through, and Gaffney gets back to do a great interception, but the ref is adjudged that he has, took the man out of it. I think it was a wee bit harsh there. He probably could have let that go. I thought it was a fair enough tackle on him.
Well, Paul Gaffney absolutely wins the ball there. There's no reason for a free whatsoever. Maybe from where the referee's standing, it looks like it's a swing across the man. He absolutely won the ball, and Armagh should have had the opportunity to clear that.
Yeah, it's
instead of being a free in for down.
It's a wee bit harsh now, just but
Harsh decision.
this is going to be number 23 stand over to here, Brenton Coleman, lining up to hit this free with a strange technique, to say the least. Or maybe he was just stretching himself, or no, maybe he's not. But it works anyway, that's the main thing, and he just put that ball over the bar, yeah, for a score. Yeah, you can see with the flags on the far side of the field there now, the wind seems to have picked up a lot.
Yeah, it's picked up a lot now.
First half.
Little indecision with the umpires there. I think the umpire at the post where that point was scored didn't move at all. The other guy gave a point, so maybe it was just inside. Simon Doherty didn't seem to think so.
I think where we were sitting here, well, I seen it gone straight over the bar anyway, so it was definitely a score in my eyes. That's number 4 there, Michael Hughes putting the ball down the lane. This down man is in possession there, just a wee bit wasteful again, probably striking when he had a lot more time on the ball than he thought he had.
Yeah, just I suppose like Armagh's feelings in the first half. Balls going wide and wasteful in possession, and Armagh now at this stage are going to have to use every possession that they can get. They'll have to use it to their advantage and score from it.
That's Oren Curry there trying to contest for that ball, but it breaks there for Brett Nicholson, who puts it down the lane towards number 23 there, who is Brenton Coleman. Brenton Coleman doesn't win that. Connor Devlin tries to get a flick on it but doesn't, and it's down, man, Byrne down on goal now. He pops it out to Caelan Bailey. Caelan Bailey tries to have a low shot, but Kieran Clifford done well there to get in and intercept him. Clifford now collects the ball and tries to burst out, and he's won himself a free out. Yeah, very well played there from Kieran Clifford. He's obviously shrugged that knock off alright.
Yeah, full back line again. They're tackling hard. They're not giving a lot of space, and I think if our other 12 men were playing like they are, would be well in this match.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot closer for war. I think Kieran's still maybe finding the effects from that tackle. He's got the helmet off there. He seems to be struggling a wee bit, but going by that last play, he's alright. It's Connor Devlin trying to get that ball away there towards Faker Bradley. Faker just can't take it first time. It's still contesting for it. Faker bursting out through, trying to get it to Ryan Gaffney. That's the down man bursting out, trying to give the hand pass to James McGrath, but James McGrath just misses it first time. Ryan Gaffney's in there contesting well. Ryan's still in, and that ball's out for a sideline. I think the ref sort of let that go a wee bit. He couldn't maybe give a free there. It was a wee bit harsh down on the 21 earlier for the Armagh flick, and then that one was there was a whole lot more in it, and he didn't give it.
Oh, there was indeed. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't see a free there, and he just wanted to let them at it. But or he wasn't quite sure who was actually fouling.
Yeah, that could be the way of it. All right. There just doesn't seem to be a big pile of grass there for Nathan Green to set this ball down to hit it.
No, it's just at the edge of the tunnel where teams come in and out on all occasions. So sensibly, the linesman allows him to move it on ahead into the pitch.
Yeah. That's Nathan putting it towards Ryan Gaffney there. You can't keep it in play, and the ball's gone out for a down sideline. And the score as it is 1-5 to 2-11. I think I just heard somebody saying there that Armagh have just got a point in this second half. So
it's been a poor return so far.
Probably shows you how strong the wind is in this half. So down probably hurled well then in the first half to be ahead at half time.
Oh, they have done, yeah, and they're pulling away here as we speak, despite Armagh's best efforts.
There's Faker Bradley in there trying to fight for that ball, but it's just a bunch of players and they can't get it away. John Corvin tries to kick it out to make a wee bit of space for himself, and it's whipped in there first time into the full forward line.
Downman chasing the ball out towards the sideline now. Number 23, Brenton Coleman. Coleman just gets fouled there from Conor Devlin. Connor's pleading with the referee that he didn't push him, but I think like the last one.
I think his pleas might fall on deaf ears there.
I think so.
Maybe it was an accidental push from Conor.
It'll be Brenton Coleman, I think, is going to be standing over this one to try and put this ball over the bar to make it. If he does, it'll make it 2-12 to 1-5, and you'd imagine from here, it's
There might be no way back, I suppose. Interestingly, if you'll notice, speaks volumes again for Armagh's full back line that Down have changed each member of their full forward line.
yeah. So obviously
They have three subs in there now. One of whom just strikes the ball over from a free.
yeah, great score there. You know, probably
Brenton Coleman.
the angle was again on Brenton Coleman, just put the ball straight between the posts there.
Yeah, Down have been quite good from place balls today. Now they've missed very little from that.
This will be Sammy Doherty put this one out again now. He's looking in the direction again of Ryan Gaffney, and you know it's probably a wee bit naive from Armagh to keep humping that ball straight down the middle, and Down have set themselves up, as you said, in the first half. They know exactly where the ball's going, and it makes it a lot easier for them.
Yeah, I've continued in the same vein with the puck outs. We haven't varied it really once during the game. And
It's a high dangerous ball in.
Down are well
Kieran
set up for
Clifford
it.
gets a good touch on it. The Down man picks it up there and just taps it over the bar. Simple enough score from Brenton Coleman there, right in front of his nets, or the Armagh net, should I say. He seems to have took a knock there for that last free that he got, and he seems to be still feeling the effects from it.
Yeah, he's not moving very freely, just but no, he seems to be going to stay on anyway.
Armagh's making a sub here. It's Park Hughes coming on for Nathan Green now in the half forward line. That'll be a new position for Park. He normally plays in around the half back line for Middletown. The ball goes out his direction straight away. John Corvin wins the breaking ball and bursts out, looking for the ball straight into the middle to Oren Curry. Oren Curry can't pick it first time. Ball breaks to Conor Woods again. That seems to be a theme of the first half and the second half, that Conor Woods just seems to be in the right place at the right time. But here's Kieran McKiernan trying to get his strike away and just falls into the hands of the Down keeper. Ball breaks in the far side of the field there. Kieran McKiernan's going to pick that one up. Kieran turns, looking a bit of space, and puts the ball in towards Ryan Gaffney. That's number 19 there for Down, which is Ryan Bronigan. Clears his lines. Nathan Curry picks the ball up here and puts it straight into the corner towards Conor Corvin. Conor Corvin takes the ball, first time catches it, turns and puts it wide again.
Again, fabulous ball from defence there from Nathan Curry. He takes a second, he looks up, sees Conor Corvin free, gives it to him in front of his man. Conor has the space to turn and take a shot. That's quality from defence, and that's what we should be attempting to do on all occasions.
Yeah, there's a great catch there from with the puck out from Caelan Bailey, and he just turns and puts that ball straight over the post. That's a brilliant score there, Park.
Great score, no Armagh touches at all, just takes the puck out, keeper looks for him. Again, trajectory of the ball isn't high, we're not waiting around for it to come out of the sky. He just turns and strikes it over the bar. Excellent score.
Yeah, great score. That's Kieran McKiernan fighting for the ball there. Ryan Gaffney runs on it. Our first touch is letting us down a lot today. The lifting of the ball and our catching as well just seems to be letting us down, but that's, I suppose, coming, like we said in the first half. It just comes with training and work during the year.
Absolutely, that'll improve, and the guys will know themselves after today. If that had been, if their control had been top notch today, they'd be a lot closer here.
There's Nathan Curry now standing over this ball. Nathan's going to try and pump it straight into the edge of the square to Conor Corvin. Conor's going to contest for the ball. The ball breaks to Conor. He gets a wee touch on it there with his foot, takes it on his good side, takes his man on the inside. Bearing down on goal here, and the Down man gets in to make a brilliant interception.
Brilliant interception.
He was just about to pull the trigger there, Park, and just as he did, the Down man came in and just flicked the ball away from him.
He's dangerous in there, but he's three men marking him there. He shipped all the tackles. He still goes through on goal, and Down just get a last ditch stick to the ball just before Conor pulls the trigger. So there are still goals there if we can get the quality ball in the corner.
This will be Muddy Lennon now standing over this free. Muddy lifts it, strikes it towards goal, and I think it looks now it's just drifted right and wide. It looked good all the way, and then it just seemed to drift away at the end there.
It did. It tailed off. You'd imagine that the wind has caught that now. it's very difficult taking frees up the hill against that wind now.
Stevie Rennan and Paul Gaffney contesting for this ball here on the far side of the field. Big Paul gets the ball in his hand, tries to move it first time, but just gets hooked there. There's 2 or 3 down men around him, so it was always going to be hard from there. There's Park Hughes trying to get on it now. The down men have won this ball. Takes a shot and puts that ball over the bar. That was number 24 there, Scott Nicholson. Lovely score there. He just won the ball, made a wee bit of space for himself, and just guided the ball over the bar, Park.
Yes, maybe just becoming a little bit easier and a bit freer for Down at present. Maybe some of the Armagh players have lost heart just a little. Coming towards the end and down by 13 points. Maybe a little of the fight has come out of it. Down usually again another sub.
Yeah, that's Sean Ennis coming on off there, and number 26 is on from Michael McCullough. Ball poked out again there by Sammy Doherty. Park Hughes goes to move it first time, but the ball breaks for Down now. Stephen Deneen picks it up, takes his man on, pushes straight down to the middle. He's about 35 yards, maybe down into 20 yards now from goal. Taps the ball just nicely over the bar. That was a great score there, Park. He had no right, running from where he did. He probably done too much with it and ended up then putting it over the bar.
Yeah, I'd imagine his manager Jared Monan is cringing there that if he'd have dropped that second attempt when he put it on the stick the second time. They're not a team really to run at defenders much or go on long runs, but excellent score, great control, took on his man, shows a lot of confidence. Yeah. He's done well today. He's taken quite a few decent scores.
Ball now falls to Connor Woods there, who just gets a wee flick on it and breaks to the down man again there, number 19, who's Ryan Brannigan. When Torn puts it to Keelan Bailey taps that one out over his shoulder. That's a great score from right in under the stand here, about 50 yards out, and he just tapped that ball straight between the posts there.
Yeah, again, when the confidence levels are up, Down aren't as wasteful now. The match has gone away from Armagh. A little bit of space is opening up for them now, and the shots that they're attempting from the sideline in areas where really they shouldn't be, they're all flying over the bar now, and that happens and comes with confidence.
This ball here is broke to Faker Bradley, who tries to burst to the tackle and does. Picks the ball first time, gets it into Connor Corvin. Connor misses his lift again, but gets the second bite at it. Tries to break to a tackle and ends up getting fouled, and the ref signalled for a free in for Armagh, about 25 yards out to the right of the goals. Yeah, I think as a contest now, Park gets well out of the road, but
there's a contest as well over, but it'll be a good experience for some of these young Armagh guys, and in fact for the panel as a whole. Down will be looking to win this division. They won the Christy Ring Cup last year. They would feel that they'd be above this standard, which is probably proving true today. Yeah. But Armagh have more to give and will have as the season progresses. It's still very early for them, as we have mentioned previously. They've only met maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago as a panel, so there's more to come from this team.
Yeah, Matty Land just put that last free over there and is down in possession of the ball there again, but Kieran Clifford cuts it out in his own full back line and gets that first to get a stick on it and ends up winning a sideline for himself. Yeah, I think you're right what you're saying there. I know from sounds coming out of Down anyway that this is their main focus the year, is getting out of this division. As you say, they feel that they're a level higher than this, and in fairness they probably are a level higher than this. They've always been probably the second best in Ulster, for years, so they would see themselves at want to be playing at a higher level in the league as well.
Yeah, they'll want to be back up and challenge with Derry again, and then get another go at them, and this year's they'll want to get to the Ulster final this year.
Keelan Bailey on the ball there.
Be their second one in 2014.
Yeah. We'll not talk about that. And there's going to be a sub here for Armagh. I think it's Liam McKee coming on, is it? No, it's Michael Garvey, and he's coming on for Daniel Moan. Daniel there done well now.
Daniel will certainly learn from that experience, just coming from Minor last year. It's a big step up. It's not beyond him. He did very well in stages there. He maybe just tired a bit towards the end, and he's marking certainly an excellent player there, and Stephen Deneen, who certainly took a few scores all right, but Daniel did himself proud today, and he's certainly one for the future.
Yeah, he's a very good wee player. That ball there, Connor Woods just went a solo down the sideline there, and he was adjudged to have been took out by Paul Gaffney, which Again, there didn't seem to be a big pile in it, because Paul's been unlucky there for 2 tackles in a row. Paul gets a yellow card for that.
Paul's looking after big brother there, who
He was.
happened to be chasing Connor down the field yet again, and they're still side by side. That has been a mighty tussle between the two of them today.
Yeah, there's 2 brothers. I wouldn't like chasing me anyway. This is going to be Keelan Bailey here, just in under the stand here, about 40 yards out. A narrow angle for himself, and he steps up to hit it, and it just drifting to the left and wide. Yeah, I think that was always going to be a hard score for him.
Yeah, I think he tried to use the wind there to his advantage. Didn't work out. The ball didn't turn, but he struck it. Maybe struck it too well.
Yeah.
But Down haven't missed many of those today, now.
John Carvin or Kieran McKiernan contesting for this, but again Down win the loose ball there, and they pump it straight back into the full forward line. Armagh's under a lot of pressure in there. Kieran Clifford now judged that ball well, lifted it first time. He's going to clear his lanes, turns on to his left, gets the ball to Paul Gaffney, who just misses the catch. Moran lets the ball go to him. Paul puts it straight down the lane in the direction of Matty Lennon, but the ball goes out over the line for a downside line. Yeah, I think the fizz has just went out of this game a wee bit now, Clark, hasn't it?
Oh, it has undoubtedly, and the scores that Down are taking with confidence, and Armagh now probably have a lack of confidence the way the second half has gone, and things then tend to go against you. The spark has gone out of the game, and I think Armagh will be quite happy to see the final whistle and move on from here. There'll be other days in this division.
Yeah. The ball goes in the direction of Nathan Curry there, who takes it first time. Nathan breaks the tackle and ends up dropping the ball. The ball breaks for Down again. Down man there, number 24. There's a bit of a pop shot at that, and it sailed straight over the bar. Scott Nicholson, lovely score there from him. He sort of was hitting that line. He just hit it, and he kind of knew where the direction of the goals were, and he ended up over the bar for him.
Good score. They're shooting on sight now. They're full of confidence. Things are going for them, and Down will have other days in this division too, when things just don't go as easily for them.
This is Donald Hughes on the ball now. Donald whips it along the ground down to towards his own half forward line, but the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a sideline for Armagh. I think in fairness too that the scoreline Down have pulled away a lot in the last 10 or 15 minutes, but it doesn't really reflect the game either. It has been fairly enough contested.
Yeah, it doesn't reflect Armagh's performance. I don't think they should fear Down going forward. Make no mistake, Down are a fabulous team at this level. Will feature certainly probably in the final of this division. Highly likely get promoted. It's no disgrace for Armagh, but come Ulster Championship time, I think we'll be a lot better prepared.
Players in a bit of a huddle here fighting for this ball. There's a few of them around it. Number 12 in there, Stephen Deneen's trying to get it up. Kearney McKieran tries to whip it on the ground. He gets blocked. It falls for Stevie Rennan here. Stevie Bush past the tackle, takes them on, goes straight down the middle at them. He tries to hand pass the ball but just doesn't execute it properly. Ryan Gaffney's contesting for that one there, and Kearney McKieran then along with him. It's just been very scrappy there in the last 10 minutes. They just can't get the ball up into their hand. Stevie Rennahan again now. Stevie tries to get it, and it breaks for John Carvin. John goes to take the tackle, moves the ball into Connor. Carvin in full forward line. Connor's out in front, and he gets fouled there. Yeah, the man just runs straight into the back of him. It was a needless enough foul.
Oh, it was, absolutely, but the game's gone at this stage, and I suppose the Down defender doesn't want to blot his copybook by letting Connor score a goal, which if the fullback lets him away, he most certainly will do. So he's given the free away, and Matty'll probably stroke this over the bar.
Yeah, I think we've only got 2 points in the second half here, so this will make it 3 in the second half. Matty just strikes that and over yet. But the thing is too, Park, this is probably going to be the strongest team we're playing in this division all year too, so there can be a lot of hard tuck from this game as well. Yeah,
highly likely. We've all 2 more games at home and two away. We'll be looking to win certainly the 2 home games, and hopefully one of those away games, and leave ourselves mid-table and probably safe before the last game is what our aim would be.
There's the ball in towards Matty Lennon there, and the Down man comes out and does a brilliant catch there. It was number 19, Ryan Brannigan. It's broke now for number 24, Scott Nicholson. Scott Nicholson takes on his man, breaks through 2 or 3 tackles there, and gives it straight out to number 18, Fintan Conway. Fintan Conway in a load of space has a strike at it and just puts the ball straight over the bar. Yeah, it was another well worked score there, Paul.
Yeah, down scores are going over from everywhere. 60 yards, 70 yards, shoot on sight. Everything's going over, and well, that happens as
And the ref just blows here for full time. So a final score, folks, it was 1-7 to Armagh, and it ends 2-20 to Down. I think, Park, there doesn't really need to be a lot said after that.
No, Armagh will be disappointed, but when they look at the reality of how their season has started, all our county teams have probably been training from early November collectively. Armagh have trained from late January together. Preparation has been much better for Down, and that showed today.
Yeah.
But Armagh can take heart from some of the younger guys' performances, and some of those lads still out of minors, and there are more out there that are quite capable at this level, and we'll look forward to seeing them for Armagh.
Yeah, well, they definitely did. They hurled well now in the first half. They were right in the game, you know, with what was there, only a couple of points. It was 1-4 to 1-6 at half time, you know, so they can definitely take heart from that. They can look back and say, well, listen here, we're hurled with them for 35 minutes. In fairness, they come out and blew us away in the second half, but there was a strong win there too, and as you say, 3 weeks preparation is nothing, you know, for an inter-county hurling team. So, you know, they'll be looking at all the positives from this, and as I say too, Down's going to be the best team in that division, I think, by a long way. You know, so they definitely can take heart from this defeat today.
Yeah, Down will be looking forward certainly to promotion, but that's undoubted. They're probably the best team Armagh will meet, maybe even in this calendar year, through Christy Ring, through Ulster Championship. Who knows? They're in excellent condition. They work hard for each other. They're superb hurlers. They're playing at a decent level. They went okay there in the Kyo Cup. Armagh, the only way is up for them. Armagh will improve from here today.
Yeah, well, that's it. Once they get a wee bit of work under their belt and, you know, get knuckled down, do a bit of hard training, that you'll probably not see it coming until towards the end of the league, I'd imagine. You know, that's whenever they'll start getting their touch right and everything will start working for them. You know, they'll have their hard training over them. They're only starting to do their hard training now, so, you know, it's going to be an uphill struggle from here on, but the ways that the lads that's there, they definitely will put it in. You can be assured of that. You know, they'll give 100%. They'll try and get back up to the levels that they want to be at, and I suppose we can only take heart from this defeat today.
Yeah, I'd say we'll see the real Armagh towards the last 2 games of the league, and hopefully we'll have points on the board by that stage. And I think the final game is home to Mayo before we go into the Christy Ring. So yeah, there's hope for the lads. They'll work hard. They've got a good manager in place there, with John Crossy coaching them also. So good enough bunch. They'll work hard, and let's hope we'll see some success before the year's out.
Yeah, hopefully so. Well, thanks a million, folks, for tuning in. That'll wrap us up here now in the athletic grounds, and make sure and keep an eye out for our upcoming fixtures with both football and hurling and whatever else we're on TV. Thanks, goodbye.